Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss one of the very important concepts of chemistry, that is carbon and its compound. Okay, so it is studied under a separate branch of chemistry that is called as organic chemistry. Okay, so let's start the chapter. When we talk about carbon, okay, carbon is a non-metal. Okay, the atomic number of carbon is 6. Carbon symbol is what? C. Carbon is C. Atomic number of carbon is what? 6. Atomic number is what? 6. Okay, mass number of carbon. When we talk about mass number of carbon, mass number is 12. So no, atomic number is 6. It means it has a 6 proton. Okay, and even electron is also 6. Okay, mass number, that is A. A is nothing but a P plus N, proton plus neutron, that is 12. This is a basic information. It is a p block elements present in the group 14. Okay. So organic chemistry is a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of carbon and its compound. Okay. What type of bonding is there in carbon compounds? It is generally covalent bond. What is covalent bond? Covalent bond is a type of bond which is formed by the mutual sharing of electron. Okay, so I have explained this covalent bond in a separate video. Please watch that video to understand covalent bond in details. Okay, so here I will just brief you. The bonding present in carbon compound is what? A covalent bond. Okay, that is a bond, a chemical bond formed by the sharing of two valence electron between the two atoms. That is called as covalent bond. Yes or no? Okay. So let's take one example. Covalent bond is of three types actually: single covalent bond, double covalent bond, and triple covalent bond. Yes or no? If one pair of electron is shared, it is a single covalent bond. If two pair of electron is shared between the atoms, it is a double covalent bond. And if three pair of electron is shared, it is a triple covalent bond. In case of hydrogen, okay, atomic number of hydrogen is 1. Okay, so to become stable, it is sharing one electron. Yes or no? So hydrogen single bond is there. Yes or no? So here in covalent bond, only valence electron take part in sharing. Yes or no? Similarly in methane, if you talk about the methane, okay, carbon, as I told you, atomic number is 6. Yes or no? Electronic configuration 2, 4. Okay, so carbon is having 4 valence electron. Carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 valence electron. What about the hydrogen? Hydrogen atomic number is what? 1. So it has 1 valence electron also. You can see. Now hydrogen to become stable, it will take 1 electron become stable by duplet rule. Yes or no? What about the carbon? Carbon is having 4 electrons, so it will take another 4 electrons and become stable. So it will take 1 from here, 1 from here, 1 from here, 1 from here. Yes or no? So you can see between one carbon hydrogen, one pair of electron is here. That is what? A single bond. Again one pair is here. That is what? Single bond. Here again one pair is here. That is single bond. Again here single bond. Yes or no? So that is a methane. This is a methane. Okay. So you can show bond ring structure, and this is the sharing zone. Okay, one question they are asking, okay, why carbon forms a millions of compound, or discuss briefly the unique nature or versatile nature of carbon. So we can say carbon is forming million of compound because of its unique characteristics. What are the unique characteristics? Catenation, tetravalency, tendency to form multiple bond, isomerism. So these are the properties we are going to discuss one by one. So let's start. Versatile nature of carbon. Okay, so first one is what? Catenation. Okay, try to understand what is catenation. It is a self-linking property of carbon atom, due to which it forms long straight chain. Carbon can form long straight chain. It can form branched chain also, like this, and it can form cyclic chain. This tendency of carbon atom to form long straight chain, branched chain, and cyclic chain is called as catenation. Okay, and second property is what? Tetravalency. Tetravalency means what? Carbon atomic number is what? 6. Yes or no? So 2, 4. It has 4 valence electron. So it has 4 valence electron. So what happens? To become stable, it shares its 4 electron with other atoms and make 4 bonds. It can make 4 bonds. This tendency of atom to make 4 bonds, okay, with other atoms, okay, is called as what? Tetravalency is called as what? Tetravalency. Or in simple words, we can say as the valency of carbon atom is 4. Okay, this tendency, this property is called as what? Tetravalency. Yes or no? So being tetravalent, one carbon atom can form bonds with 4 other atoms, that is carbon or another atom. Okay, na? This results in the formation of many compounds. Okay, one more we can say tendency to form multiple bonds. Carbon can form double bond as well as triple bond, single bond, double bond, triple bond. This is also one of the reason of its formation of millions of compounds. And one more we can say due to the formation of isomerism. Okay, isomers are nothing but compounds having the same molecular formula but different structures. Okay, we will discuss in detail. Now let's talk about the hydrocarbon. When we talk about hydrocarbon, hydrocarbons are the compounds which contains hydrogen and carbon only. Yes or no? So hydrocarbons means generally it is made up of hydrogen atom and carbon atoms. It is of two types, saturated and unsaturated. Even I have made one videos based on hydrocarbons only. In details you can learn that. Okay, hydrocarbons also. Here I will just give you the brief introduction about the hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons, alkane is there which is saturated. It contains single bond between the atoms. Yes or no? So here the compounds which contains carbon and hydrogen atoms. Okay, the only two elements are called as hydrocarbons. Okay, so we have two types are there, saturated and unsaturated. Yes or no? What is saturated? Saturated hydrocarbons means it contains only single bond. Okay, single covalent bond. Unsaturated means it contains double bond or triple bond. Yes or no? So let's discuss the carbon atom compounds having one double bond or triple bond between the two carbon atoms are called as unsaturated compounds. Example: ethene, ethine. Okay, na? The unsaturated hydrocarbons containing carbon-carbon double bond are generally called as alkenes, and the unsaturated hydrocarbons whose structures contains a carbon-carbon triple bond are called as alkynes. Yes or no? So generally the unsaturated compounds are more reactive than saturated compounds. Okay. Next, saturated chains, branch chains, and rings of carbon atoms. Okay. So as I told you, carbon has tendency to form long straight chain, branch chain, and cyclic chain. Okay, so this property of carbon atom to form long straight chain, branch chain, and cyclic chain is called as what? Catenation. Okay, let's talk about the isomerism. Okay, when you talk about isomerism, the phenomenon in which the compounds having different structural formula but the same molecular formula is called as isomerism. And what are isomers? Isomers are nothing but compounds which have the same molecular formula but different structures, like butane. Okay, butane C4H10. This is butane. So butane we can write like this: 4 in a straight chain. Okay, this is CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. This is normal butane, or we can write 3 in a straight chain, 1 in a branch chain. Single bond is there means 3 hydrogen. Single bond is there means 3 hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, this is called as normal butane, first one, and second one is what? Isobutane. If you check, the formulas are same but structures are different. Similarly, pentane have 3 isomers: isopentane, neopentane, and normal pentane. Next, we talk about functional group. When we talk about functional group, what do you mean functional group? Functional group is nothing but it is an atom or a group of atoms which determines the properties of the compound or chemical properties of the compound. Okay, so let's see functional group. The compounds acquire specific chemical properties due to these heteroatoms or the group of atoms that contain heteroatoms, irrespective of the length, nature of the carbon chain in that compound. Yes or no? Therefore, these are heteroatoms or the group of atoms containing heteroatoms are called as functional groups. In our syllabus, we have a halogen is there. Okay, halogen is one functional group. Okay, halo it is here to name we are using the prefix halo. X generally printed as X. Here X may be chlorine, bromine. Okay, it may be iodine. Okay, na? That is what alcohol. the OH, atom OH is there. Here suffix we are using is all. Okay. Aldehyde CHO. Okay, we are writing CHO like this or like this also. Okay, ketone CO. Okay, these are also another functional group. Okay, here too we are adding the suffix ONE. Aldehyde we are adding al suffix. Alcohol we are using the suffix all. Okay, carboxylic acid COOH or like this also we can write COOH. Okay, here we are adding the suffix oic acid. Yes or no? Ether is just O, is the symbol of. Okay. Ester is C double O. Ester symbol is what? C double O. Like this. Okay. C double O. Or like this also we can write. Okay. Carbon oxygen double bond, single bond. So no like that. Okay. For ester OH we are using. Okay. Amines, nitrogen is there. Okay. Heteroatoms is hydrogen here. So name is amine NH2. You can see. Here you are using the amine suffix. Okay. Now let's talk about homologous series. Very very important. Okay, when we talk about homologous series, it is a series of compound having the same general formula in which the successive member differ by CH2 group. Very very important. Okay, so like alkane is a homologous series. Homologous series, a series of compound formed by joining the same functional group in the place of particular hydrogen atom on the chain having the sequentially increasing length. Okay, is called as homologous series. Okay, so here like you can say methane CH4, ethane, propane. Okay, methane formula is what? CH4. Okay, ethane C2H6. Okay, it has general formula what? CnH2n plus 2. If you put n is equal to 1, you will get methane. N is equal to 2, you will get ethane. N is equal to 3, you will get C3H8. Yes or no? Put n is equal to 4, you will get butane. C4H10. Yes or no? So you can see the difference between the successive member is what? CH2. Okay, now. So I'm having the same general formula. So such a compound, okay, series of compound having the same general formula in which the successive member differ by CH2 group is called as homologous series. Homologous series has certain characteristics. What are the characteristics? First, you can say it has the same general formula. Second one, the successive member differ by CH2 group. Third one, the member of homologous series are having different physical properties. Okay, like different boiling point, melting point, state also. For example, alkane, first core member of alkane is what? Gas. Up to 17 it is liquid and after 17 it is waxy solid. Yes or no? So physical properties are same. Okay, next they have the same chemical properties and method of preparation we can say. And the successive member I told you it is differing by CH2 group. Yes or no? So there is a difference of how much atomic mass unit? Carbon atomic mass unit is what? Sorry, carbon is 12. Carbon atomic mass is what? 12 and hydrogen 1 into 2. 1 into 2. Okay, na? So there is a difference of 14 atomic mass unit between any two successive member. Yes or no? So that is a homologous series characteristics. You can see here given methane, boiling point is minus 162, ethane minus 88.5. Yes or no? Propane minus 42 degree in degree Celsius it is given. So they have the member of homologous series are having different physical properties like boiling point, melting point. Yes or no? Okay, to name the carbon compounds, okay, we have some systems like the IUPAC nomenclature is there. First is what? A selection of longest chain. We have to select the longest chain. Okay, next we have to lowest numbering rule is there. We have to give the lowest number to the substituent atom. Yes or no? And we have alphabetical rules are there. You will study in more detail in higher standard. Actually, from the basic point of view, with some functional group you should know. Okay, so we are going to discuss one by one. Let's see. So generally, if you see, we are using a okay. This we are calling this one either there may be prefix, then parent number of based on the number of carbon atom we can say and the suffix like this. For example, let's see. Okay, I am taking some examples. Let's see. So here only I will discuss one by one all the nomenclatures. Okay. Okay. Let's see alkane. When we talk about alkane. Okay. Alkane now. What is the general formula of alkane? Alkane is CnH2n plus 2. This is alkane. If you take n is equal to 1, what we can write as CH4? Yes or no? N is equal to 2. What we can write as C2H 2 to the 4 plus 2, that is 6. Yes or no? Similarly, if you take n is equal to 3, you can write as C3 okay, H 2 into 3 plus 2, that is C3H 8. How we are writing this one? Okay, for based on the number of carbon atoms, we are writing some root word. Yes or no? Okay, here as n is equal to 1 is there, so we are writing meth. So this is a for alkane we are using the suffix ane. Ane is the suffix. So methane like that. N is equal to 2. What we are writing? Eth is the root word and suffix is ane. So ethane. Is it clear? For n is equal here, I am just writing the root word also. Okay, let's see. Okay, some root words are depending upon. Okay, here. Root word will be common for all the homologous series, whether it is alkane, alkane. For n is equal to 1, we are using meth. For 2, we are using ether. For n is equal to 3, we are using prop. For n is equal to 4, we are using but. Okay, for n is equal to 5, we are using tent. Okay, let's do with 5 only. Okay, so first alkane. In this column, you can see alkane. Okay, let's see alkane. Alkane is there. Another one I will take alkene also. Okay, another one I will take alkyne also. Okay, here this is for alkane only. For alkane, what is the suffix we are using? ane. Okay, remember. For alkene, what is the suffix? Suffix is ene. Suffix is ene. And for alkyne, what is the suffix we are going to take? Right? Yne. Is it clear? Okay, so n is equal to 1. Let's start. N is equal to 1. Okay, we will talk about n is equal to 1. Okay, so methane. First member is what? Methane. Here, alkene first member does not exist. N is equal to 1. Alkyne also does not exist. Now let's talk about the n is equal to 2. It's 2. N is equal to 2. Okay, so n is equal to 2 means root word is what? Ether. Okay, C2H6. So suffix is what? ane. Here, if you put it, what is the formula of alkene? CnH2n. Yes or no? So substitute n is equal to 2 here. So you will get a C2H2 into 2. That is C2H4. For C2H4, okay, 2 carbon we are writing ether. Yes or no? And suffix what we have to use? ene. So it is what? Ethene. Yes or no? Is it clear? Similarly, if you see alkyne, alkyne has general formula CnH2n minus 2. So n is equal to 2 you put here. Say C2H 2n minus 2, that is 2 into 2 minus 2, that is. So second carbon is what? Ether, 2 carbon. Suffix is what? Yne. So it is ethyne. What is this? Ethyne. Yes or no? Similarly, if you see n is equal to 3. Okay, n is equal to 3 you see. N is equal to 3, it is what? In case of alkane, root word is what? Prop. So it is what? Prop. And suffix is what? ane. So propane. Okay, what will be the formula of alkene? C3H. 3 to the 6. C3H2n means 2 into 3, that is C3H6. So for 3 carbon prop and suffix is what? ene. So it is propene. Okay, how do we write the structure? Propene. Okay, there will be at least one double bond. In case of alkyne, at least one triple bond is there. Okay, I have already made one videos on alkene, alkyne. There you can learn the in details. Okay, structures. Here C3H 2 into 3 minus 2, that is 6. Yes or no? This is what? A propine. Yes or no? Propine. Let's talk about n is equal to 4. N is equal to 4. Let's see. N is equal to 4. So when we talk about n is equal to 4, C4. Okay, put in the formula. What is the formula of alkane? CnH2n plus 2. Yes or no? C4H10. So is what? Butane. What is butane? Here we will get C4H8. Yes or no? If hydrogen atom is double than the carbon atoms, it is what? Alkene. So here butene. Yes or no? If hydrogen atom is 2 less than double the carbon atom, it is alkyne. C4H 2 4 ja 8 minus 2, that is 6. Sorry. Here mistake is there. You can see here. Okay, for in case of propine, what is the structure? What is the formula? C3H 2 into 3 minus 2, that is 4. Here, put n is equal to 4 here. So C4H2 into 4 minus 2, that is C4H6. That is what a bute. Okay, butane. Yes or no? Similarly, let's take the last one. Okay, penta. You have to work out a till 10. Okay, so here let's see n is equal to 5. So C5H 2 5 the 10 plus 2, that is 12. This is what a pen is the root word. Root word is what pen, and suffix is what ane. So pen 10. Here C5H 10. Yes or no? So it is pentene. Yes or no? Pentene. What about alkyne? Okay, this C5H 2 5 the 10. 10 minus 2, that is how much? 8. So what pent is the root word and suffix is ine. So this is what pentyne. Is it clear? Yes or no? So in this way we can write alkane, alkene, alkyne. Now let's talk about with some functional groups naming. Okay, alcohol. Let's say alcohol. Alcohol. Okay, so alcohol. How we are writing alcohol? What is the root? What is that symbol? OH will be there. Okay, so here we are using the suffix of OL. Okay, what is the suffix we are using? OL is the suffix we are using. OL. Okay, let's talk about like this. If it is given like this, CH3OH, as it is a one carbon atom, yes or no? So it is what actually methane, yes or no? Single bond is there. Okay, it's methane, or we can write like this also, CH3OH. Okay, so here what we are doing, we are removing this E and adding what all. So this what methanol. What is methanol? It is highly poisonous actually. Okay, if it is written like this, CH3CH2OH. Okay, so count the carbon atom. How many carbon atoms? 2 carbon atoms. So 2 carbon atom, we are writing what? Ethane. Yes or no? Generally. And we are cutting this E and adding all. So what is this? Ethanol. What is ethanol? Is it clear? Yes or no? Okay, ethanol we can write another way like this also. CH3 like this. CH3 CH2OH. There only single bond is there. Okay, let's talk about this one. C3H7OH, or we can write like this: 3 carbon atom, yes or no, and OH is there. You can see here 1-2 bond is there, means 2 hydrogen, yes or no. There 1-2 is there, means 2 hydrogen. You have to fulfill the tetravalency, means carbon can make maximum 4 bonds. This 1, 2, 3, 4, yes or no. 1, 2, 3. You can see here 1, 2, 3 carbon, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 hydrogen, OH. You can see here 1, 2, 3. For 3 we are adding propane, yes or no. Propane. We are cutting this E, adding water, all. What is propanol? Propanol. Is it clear? In this way, how we are naming the alcohol? We are naming the alcohol. Now let's talk about aldehyde. Aldehyde. Aldehyde is what? CHO. CHO. If the carbon containing functional group is there, so that carbon is also included in the chain while naming the carbon compounds. So now, for example, if it is like this, CH3CHO. So see, count how many carbon atoms are there. 1 carbon, 2 carbon, and functional group is what? CHO. Yes or no? So 2 carbon is what? Ethane. Yes or no? So cut this E and add a al. So here for aldehyde, with suffix we are using is al. Is it clear? Okay, if it is like this, CH3CH2CHO. So count the total carbon atom. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So 3 carbon is what? Propane. Yes or no? Propane. So cut this E and add a al. So what is propanal? Propanal. Okay, how we write methanol? For methanol generally is just like this we are writing. Okay, aldehyde either we can write like this or we can write C double bond O single bond. Okay, this is aldehyde. So you can see here how many carbon atoms? 1 carbon atoms. For 1 carbon atom, methane. Remove the C and add a al. So it is methanol. I hope it is clear. Okay, aldehyde. So now please make a note of this. Aldehyde CHO will be there, and more importantly, aldehyde group is generally attached at the last or terminal. You can say. Okay, yes or no? Next, we talk about the third one. That is, let's talk about carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid. Okay, carboxylic acid, it is like this, COOH, C double bond, C double OH. Okay, carboxylic acid you can expand like this, C double bond O, single bond O, single bond H. It is also generally present at the last or in the first only. Okay, generally for your syllabus it is given. Okay, so here let's start naming CS3COOH. Again, it is a carbon containing functional group, so you have to count that also while naming. So one carbon, two carbon. While naming the carbon compounds, the functional group should get the least position. Yes or no? That also you should remember. So there are two carbon. Two carbon is what? Ethane. Yes or no? We are ethane. Remove the C and add oic acid. What we have to add? Oic acid. So here suffix we are using is what? Oic acid. Suffix is what? Oic acid. So this is a ethanoic acid. What is a ethanoic acid? Let's talk about this one. CH3, CH2, COOH. Okay. Again, it is a carboxylic group is there. So count and give the position 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon is what? Propane. Okay, na? And what we are doing to name? Remove the C. Add oic acid. Add oic acid. So what is this? Propanoic acid. What is propanoic acid? How we are going to write methanoic acid? Methanoic acid is just HCOOH. Okay, one carbon is there, so methanoic acid. We are writing like this also, H single bond, H single bond C double bond O. So this is what one carbon means methane. So it is a methanoic acid. What is a methanoic acid? Methanoic acid. This acid is released by the ant sting, honeybee sting. Yes or no? When they bite, they secrete this acid. Okay, to get relief, what we have to use? Baking soda, any paste you can use. Yes or no? Now, let's talk about the next one, that is halogens. Halogen. So, halogen generally represented as what? X. Okay, halogen is represented as X. Okay, X may be what? Group 17 element of periodic table, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Instead of suffix, here we are using prefix. Prefix halo is used. Prefix halo is used. Halo. Okay, for example, if it is like this, CS3, CH2, Br. Okay, so here bromine becomes bromo while naming. Okay, so this is what bromo, and count the carbon atom 1, 2. So it is what ethane, bromo, ethane. If it is given like this, CS3, CH2, 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 I. Okay, so iodine is there. So count the carbon atom 1, 2, 3, 4. So is what iodine becomes what? Iodo. 4 carbon chain means it is butane. Butane. Is it clear? What about this C? It is like this, and suppose here chlorine is there. 2 bond is there means here hydrogen can fill. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now try out this one. Okay, 1 carbon, 2 carbon, 3 carbon. See, this chlorine carbon is not added in the chain. Yes or no? So it is a function group actually. So 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon chain is there right now, and Cl become what? Chlorine chloro. Okay, Cl is what? Chlorine. So for chlorine we are getting chloro. 3 carbon chain, it is what? Chloropropane. Yes or no? So we have done like this. Let's do some more namings like alkene, alkyne. Let's try. If they give you, name this one. 2 bond. See, you have to, how to write the structure? You have to always make 4 bond with carbon atom. You have to see. With these 2 bonds are there means 2 hydrogen. With this 1, 2, 3 bond is there means 1 hydrogen. With this 1, 2 bond is there means 2 hydrogen. Yes or no? Correct or not? With this single bond is there means 3 hydrogen. 1, 2, 3. How we are going to name this? 1, 2, 3. Okay, sorry. On the total carbon atom. Yes or no? So total carbon atoms like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon. Okay, so 4 carbon is what? Bute. What is 4 carbon is bute. So it is butene. What is butene? So either you write butene or you have to give the position of this double bond. So it is what? Bute. Double bond is there between first and second carbon. So bute 1 ene you can write. Okay, suppose if they ask you to name this CH3, CH2, CH2, C, triple bond CH. Okay, here you can see triple bond is there. Triple bond means what? What is the suffix we are using? Ine, alkyne. Yes or no? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes or no? So it is what a pentine or paint. Double bond is between the first carbon and second carbon. So paint one ine. Yes or no? What about this, sir? Suppose CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. So you can see only single bond is there. Yes or no? So give the first count the total number of carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 carbon we are using hexa. Okay, as it is only single bond, so it is hexane. I hope you understood all the different types of naming, that is alkane, alkene, alkynes, halogens, then carboxylic acids, then aldehyde, then alcohol. Yes or no? Yes or no? So this is about all are actually homologous series. Okay, these are also homologous series. Homologous series means formula will be same, general formula will be same. Okay, but successive member will differ by CH2 group. Yes or no? Now let's move to the next concept. Here they have written a different functional group, different structures. Okay, like aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid. Okay, so rules are also written. You can just go through. Okay, now let's talk about the chemical properties of carbon compounds. Okay, here in our syllabus we have given 4 chemical properties. First is combustion, next oxidation, next substitution, and next addition. So we'll focus on these all 4 different types of chemical reaction in organic chemistry. First one, combustion. Okay, so what happens? Generally carbon compounds, okay, either alkane, alkene, alkyne, combined with oxygen, it gives you carbon dioxide, water, and heat and light is released. Yes or no? So you can see here, carbon in the form of various allotropes on ignition in the presence of oxygen undergoes combustion to emit heat and light and forms carbon dioxide. So no, so you can see the reactions. C and a carbon compound, if it is if it just carbon is there, C plus O2, CO2 plus heat and light. Okay, methane plus oxygen, give you what? CO2 plus H2O plus heat and light. If it is ethanol, ethanol plus oxygen, give you what? CO2 plus H2O plus heat and light. So balancing you can see. Okay, next we talk about oxidation reaction. Okay, what happens in oxidation reaction? Ethanol. Okay, when you add oxidizing agent, okay, in ethanol it will change into ethanoic acid. Oxidation means what? Removal of hydrogen and addition of oxygen. Yes or no? Generally. So in organic chemistry there are few oxidizing agent, very good oxidizing agent like alkaline KMnO4, okay, potassium permanganate, okay, and acidified K2Cr2O7. Okay, KMnO, potassium permanganate is the very good oxidizing agent, or K2Cr2O7 acidified potassium dichromate. Okay, is a very good oxidizing agent. So ethanol is changed into ethanoic acid in this reaction. So CH3 CH2OH in the presence of oxidizing agent. Okay, either this you can take or alkaline KMnO4. Alkaline KMnO4. It will change into ethanoic acid like a CH3COOH. Yes or no? So ethanol, that is CH3 CH2OH, will change into ethanoic acid. Yes or no? Next, we talk about addition reaction. Generally, addition reaction takes place in a unsaturated hydrocarbon like alkene and alkyne. So, unsaturated hydrocarbon, okay, in the presence of catalyst, if your hydrogen is added, it will change into the saturated hydrocarbon. For example, if you see butene you take, okay, or ethene you take, CH2 double bond CH2. This is what ethene. Okay, now. So here hydrogen is added in the presence of catalyst like nickel or platinum, and one hydrogen gets added here, one added here only. So it will change into CH3. This is what ethene change into ethane. This is only called a addition reaction. There is one application of addition reaction like a hydrogenation reaction. Hydrogenation of oil, vegetable oil, okay, change into vanaspati ghee. Okay, in the presence of nickel. Okay, now so That the application you should remember. What is a hydrogenation reaction? The reaction in which vegetable oil is changed into vanaspati ghee. Anna, vegetable oil formula is like this. Try to remember. Okay. So vegetable oil R is a very large hydrocarbon. R is very large group. Okay, now so this is the vegetable oil. Here hydrogen is added in the presence of nickel catalyst. Okay, this is vegetable oil. Vegetable oil. Okay, so one hydrogen comes here, and double bond change into single bond. So this convert like this: R C H R. Is no? Here R H. Is no? So it is what vanaspati ghee. Vanaspati. Okay, this is a reaction. This is called as hydrogenation reaction. Hydrogenation reaction. Hydrogenation reaction. The reaction in which the vegetable oil is changed into vanaspati ghee. Okay, so this is not good for health. Why? Because it is containing some vanaspati ghee is nothing but cheap quality dalda. It's used to make parotha. Yes or no? So that is not good. Vanaspati ghee is not good. It looks like ghee only, but it is not ghee. It is what is dalda. Okay, why it is not good? Because it contains catalyst like a nickel, which is not good for our health. Yes or no? Next reaction is what? The substitution reaction. When we talk about substitution reaction, generally, okay, saturated hydrocarbon undergo substitution reaction. Okay, in this what happens? Chlorine is passed through the saturated hydrocarbon. Okay, so hydrogen is substituted by the chlorine atoms. So let's talk about that. Let's take an example like CH4. Methane is here. So here Cl2 if it is passed in the presence of sunlight. So what will happen? One hydrogen is substituted by one chlorine atom. So it will form CH3Cl plus HCl. So form chloromethane. What is form? Chloromethane. Again, if pass the product, chlorine is passed to the product. Again, one hydrogen is substituted. So dichloromethane is formed. Again, if you pass, so CH2Cl2 plus Cl2. Okay, again we form CHCl3. Okay, CHCl3. This trichloromethane is formed plus HCl. Again hydrogen atom is there, yes or no? So again you pass trichloromethane. Okay, chlorine is passed through this in the presence of sunlight, form CCl4. Okay, tetrachloromethane. Okay, carbon tetrachloride plus HCl. This is a when you keep on giving the sunlight, reactions will complete substitution will take place. Yes or no? Yes or no? So next we have a two important compound is there in our syllabus, that is ethanol and ethanoic acid. Okay, so ethanol at room temperature, colorless. Ethanol is a liquid and its boiling point is 78 degree Celsius. Yes or no? Generally ethanol is called as alcohol spirit. Ethanol is soluble in water. Yes or no? When aqueous solution of ethanol is tested with litmus paper, it is found to be neutral. Yes or no? And ethanol is being a good solvent. It is used in medicine such as tincture of iodine. Okay, cough mixture and also in many tonics also. But if you consume the ethanol, it is not good for health. It affects the central nervous system of the brain. So most of the crime happens, okay, due to the alcohol, that is ethanol only. Okay, next when we talk about the properties of ethanol, so we have few limited properties like the reaction with sodium. So ethanol react with sodium. This is ethanol react with sodium. It will form sodium ethoxide. Okay, so I can write the equation: ethanol CH3 CH2 OH plus Na. Okay, what will form? Okay, here hydrogen gas is released. So CH3, two molecules of CH3, CH2, ONA plus H2 is formed. This is called as sodium ethoxide. Sodium ethoxide. Sodium ethoxide. Okay. Next we talk about the dehydration reaction. This is very important reaction. D means what? Removal. Hydration means water molecule. Removal of water molecule. What happens whenever conc H2SO4 is added to the ethanol at 170 degrees Celsius or 443 Kelvin? So it will lose its water molecule. It will form ethene. So we can write the equation like this: CH3 CH2 OH, that is ethanol. Okay, at 443 Kelvin, if you add a conc H2SO4, concentrated sulfuric acid, so what will happen? OH from here and H from here is lost. So water is formed, either CH2 CH2, that is CH2 double bond CH2 is formed plus water is released. Yes or no? So this is ethanol change into ethene. Ethanol change into ethene. This reaction is very important. Ethene. Okay, this is called as dehydration reaction. Next, we talk about ethanoic acid. Very important, ethanoic acid. The formula of ethanoic acid what? CH3 COOH. Yes or no? So ethanoic acid is commonly known as acetic acid also. Yes or no? Its aqueous solution is acidic and turns a blue litmus red. So vinegar, which is used as a preservative in pickles, is 5.5 to 8% aqueous solution of acetic acid. In cold countries, what happens? Ethanoic acid freezes at room temperature, generally 17 degrees Celsius. Okay, and looks like a ice. It looks like a ice. Therefore, it is also called as glacial acetic acid. MCQ question will ask you which acid is called as glacial acetic acid. It is ethanoic acid. Okay, now. Now we will talk about the chemical properties of ethanoic acid. So first one is what? Reaction with a base. As it is acid, so it will react with a base. It will form salt and water. This is also called as neutralization reaction. So let's write the equation. CH3 COH, that is acid. Base you take NaOH. Okay, so what is the salt form? CH3 COO and Na. Sodium acetate is formed. CH3 COO Na plus OH and H will form water. Water. Yes or no? So this water sodium ethanoate. Ethanoate. Okay, so this is a neutralization reaction. Yes or no? Please make a note of this. Ethanoic acid gives a neutralization reaction with a strong base, sodium hydroxide, to form salt and water. Here you can see the equation also written. Acid plus base gives you salt and water. Next, reaction with the sodium carbonate. Okay, acid react with a metal carbonate. What will give you? Salt plus water plus CO2. So we can write this equation once again. CH3COH, that is acetic acid or ethanoic acid, react with sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. So what will give you? It will give you CH3COONA, that is sodium acetate, plus H2O. Plus H2O will form definitely. Okay, so you can write a 2 here. So H2O is formed plus CO2 is formed. Yes or no? Even with the sodium bicarbonate also it will give you salt plus water plus CO2. Yes or no? Next, a very important reaction is there esterification reaction. It is a very important. You can consider this as 10-star question. Okay, what happens? Ethanoic acid react with ethanol. It will give you a fruity smelling compound called as ester. It is called as ester. So you can see substances having ester as the functional group are formed by the reaction between a carboxylic acid and the alcohol. Ethanoic acid react with ethanol in the presence of an acid, catalyst, and ester. Ethyl ethanoate is formed. Okay, so we can write the equation. Let's see. CH3COH. This is ethanoic acid. Yes or no? Ethanoic acid. Ethanol. What is the formula? CH3 CH2OH. That is ethanol. In the presence of conc H2SO4. Conc H2SO4. Okay. What will form? CH3COO. CH3COO. Okay, here H2CH3. CH2CH3. This is called as ethyl ethanoate. What is called as ethyl ethanoate. This is the ester, fruity smelling compound. Plus what will happen? OH and H will form water. This is a very important reaction. Reaction of ethanol with ethanoic acid. Ethanol with ethanoic acid to form fruity smelling compound called ester is called as esterification reaction. So now, please make a note of this and practice. You can see here. Okay, ethanoic acid plus ethanol, acid catalyst give you ethyl ethanoate plus water. Okay, so these are the important reactions. Okay, I hope you understood these concepts. I tried to cover all the things. Okay, important things. When we have a cleaning action of soap, that we will discuss in. Okay, you can see here only cleaning action of soap. Cleansing action of soap also you can say. Cleansing action of soap. Okay. So actually when we talk about soap or detergent, it has two parts. Okay, one is hydrocarbon part, another is, this is called as hydrophobic tail. What is called as hydrophobic tail, and this is a hydrophilic head. Hydrophilic head is there. Okay, hydrophilic head. Both. Okay, soap or detergents, anything. Okay, so how it is going working? So whenever if you see any dirt is there, this is oily grease, oil or grease is there. So soap solution, what will happen? Okay, so when you use soap molecules or detergent molecules which is having two part, one is, this is called as tail part, hydrophobic, and this is the head part which is hydrophilic part. Okay, hydrophilic means what? It is a water loving part. Hydrophobic tail means what? It is water hating part. Yes or no? So once you mix in the solution, what happens? Hydrophobic tail will it will move away from the water surface. Okay, so but it is hydrophobic, but it is dirt loving, so it will go and attack the dirt. And hydrophilic head, it will come to the surface of water. Yes or no? Like this. Hydrophilic head to the surface of water and hydrophobic tail away from the surface of water. Yes or no? So this will take the shape of micelle. Okay, micelle formation. So what happens? This tail will go and hit the dirt. So dirt will break into the small fragments. Again, these head molecules. Okay, head molecules will not allow the small dirt particles to aggregate together. In this case, in this way, all the dirts are removed. Okay, and your cloth is clean. This is called as cleansing action of soap. Okay, we have two type of water: hard water and soft water. Soft water means it works well with both soap and detergents. Whereas hard water is there means it will not give good leather with a soap. Soft water will give a good leather with soap as well as detergents, no problem. Okay, so we have what I am telling the soft water and hard water. Soft water. Okay, soft water, it will work well with soap as well as detergents. Okay, hard water, what is hard water? In chemistry, hard water means water which will not give good lather with soap. Okay, you can say it does not give a good lather with soap. That is what a hard water. Okay, so that is the disadvantage of hard water. So we have to use a detergents. Okay, we have again, they will ask you what is the advantage of soap or detergents. Okay, so soap it work well with the soft water only, whereas detergents work well with hard water as well as soft water. See, soap is water biodegradable, whereas detergent is water non-biodegradable. So there is one disadvantage also of detergent, that detergent is water non-biodegradable. Okay, non-biodegradable means it is not environmental friendly. It cannot be broken into small particle by microbes. Yes or no? So I hope you understood all these concepts okay, of organic chemistry, carbon compound. Please share the videos with your friends, subscribe the channel. Thank you.